It may be the last day of Parliament, but the opposition is leaving no stone unturned in cornering the government. The I.N.D.I.A.bloc leaders are all set to meet shortly over suspension of Lok Sabha Leader of Opposition and Congress MP Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury. Congress Lok Sabha MPs will have a separate meeting at 10:30. Congress MP Manish Tiwari called the suspension unfortunate and violation of the Constitution. He further added that the suspension will have profound implications for democracy and freedom speech in Parliament. Meanwhile, BJP leaders continue to seek an apology from Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury over his remarks on Prime Minister Modi. Let's go to Pragya on this. Pragya, last day of monsoon session said to be a stormy one with Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury's suspension. The opposition is sent to intensify its heat against the centre. What can be expected today? They've called the suspension undemocratic and unjust.
So the opposition meeting is about to start with Arjun Khadge and Manikam Tagore just arrived for the meeting. Already other parties like Ram Gopal Yadav from Samajwadi Party and there are Sudeep Bandyopadhyay from TMC, all the leaders, floor leaders of India Opposition United Alliance have gathered here today to form a strategy on how to corner the government on issue of suspension of Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury. We heard what Manish Tiwari said, and we also got the information that Mr. T.R. Balu of DMK has written a letter to Speaker. This is exclusive information that we are getting, that he has written to Speaker against the suspension of Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury. So overall, they would be coming to the House today and asking for Speaker about suspension of Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury, why he was suspended, and also demanding an explanation, and also requesting not to send it to the Privilege Committee. They had already sent the case to the Privilege Committee, and until the inquiry is completed, Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury remains suspended, is what the chair has said yesterday. So we will see, because he is the leader of opposition from the Congress side as well. So we will see some kind of fireworks inside the House if this is the last day of the session. We have seen this session washed out because of the ruckus in the House. BJP and the government, the treasury benches, the government in fact clearing the bills without any discussion from, not many of the bills were taken up for discussion except from the bill that was dealing with Delhi Services Bill that has to do with the rights of government and LG over bureaucracy. That is the only bill that opposition participated in the discussion, and then the no confidence motion, which was debated till yesterday when Prime Minister replied on it. Before the opposition walked out, before the Prime Minister could even reply on Manipur issue, on which they were creating ruckus and also demanding an answer from the Prime Minister. So overall, right, the strategy will be chalked out shortly. But it is given to understand that this meeting is on the issue of suspension of Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury. We are expected to see a united front on this particular issue by the opposition. They will be putting up a united front then.
Right. So Congress in a huddle, in fact, holding a meeting as far as suspension of Adhir Ranjan Chowdhury is concerned to come up with a strategy. In fact, stay on, Pragya. Monsoon session of Parliament draws to an end today. On the final day, the central government is expected to push through with a few key bills. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman is likely to introduce amendments to the central GST law. The amendments seek power to levy taxes on online games, casinos and horse racing. Let's go back to Pragya on this. Pragya, of course, face-off between centre and the opposition is likely to continue. We heard Prime Minister Modi yesterday. He spoke about Manipur. However, opposition not really convinced. And at the same time, many key bills also likely to be tabled once again today.
Very interestingly, the GST bill that has been cleared by the cabinet last week, this week, in fact, is being brought as a bill to be passed as a law. GST Council has already approved with majority about 28% levying of taxes on online gaming, horse racing and casinos. The idea is, to simplify the taxation system and also to ensure that there is discouragement also if there is some kind of, problem with the online gaming and racing and casinos. So overall, they also have, simplified the process for people. They have to put tax only on the principal amount that they give and not on every subsequent profit does it make? So this has been deliberated at length in the GST Council meeting. There were 2 council meetings that have happened, and also this 28% levying of tax was finalized. So this will be brought in Lok Sabha today. This is a money bill, and after this is passed, it will be sent to Rajya Sabha as a notification. They just have to see whether they want some recommendation from opposition party or not, and after that, it will be passed by the Rajya Sabha as well. So they just have to notify it because it's a money bill and coming to Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha will pass it today. And in Rajya Sabha, there is election, the point of election commissioners, central election commissioner bill also, where the opposition is saying that
Right.
they don't agree with the bill. This is controversial, but there is just the introduction of
Right,
the bill.
Pragya, thank you for bringing all those details. We'll keep coming back to you as the last day of monsoon session begins today. In fact, today will be the final day as far as monsoon session in Parliament is concerned. Modi government defeated the no trust motion in Lok Sabha by a voice vote as the opposition walked out halfway through Prime Minister's speech during his 2-hour, 13 minutes long speech, the longest by any Prime Minister in Parliament. Prime Minister said the heinous violence against women in Manipur is unforgivable and that the government is committed to restoring peace in the state. However, the opposition likened the speech to a poll campaign and alleged that Prime Minister dodged all their main questions on Manipur.